This is the north wall facing east. I've spent the last 2 days pressure washing the side of the house and the eaves and bringing in all of the bushes into where they should be, and they were quite overgrown, and pressure washing the sidewalk and cleaning the sides. So right now I'm going to move to another section of the house so I can get it looking just as this. If I can always come back and tweak it. I think it's Thursday morning. Uh, I've finished doing the walkway on that side, gone over and checked. Everything looks like it's pretty good, so I'm moving on to the south uh, wall. It's the first of two south walls. This is the one in the uh, back side of the patio. This is the second south facing wall. This is the one going to the patio, and I've got it pretty much all the bushes trimmed, the pretty much weeded out and drug out to the middle of the lawn, and I've done to the door. I'm hoping to get all the way to the end and the other southern wall by the end of the day and be on to the front of the building tomorrow. I just raked most of the big stuff out of here, and getting ready to pressure wash the great room, east wall. All right. Kind of midway this way on this wall. Got the crows talking about what I'm doing. They don't like it. Fucking, pardon me. Just when I thought I was done, except for a few touch-up spots on the very top of the ledge there, when I noticed, look at the fireplace. That's the shit of what the hell it looked like before. Every year you gotta pressure wash that shit off. Ongoing. It's about as close as I like to get to the fireplace's chimney. Not feeling my legs. I would fall and kill myself, and it's not worth it. Wednesday evening, still plugging along. Got some buildup on the chimney, and you can still see spots on there. I've been up the ladder 3 different times. Probably got another excuse me, another hour. Oh shit, I've been eating peanuts, sorry. And I got a couple of spots up there on the top edge. See that? I haven't done the spots. Other than that, we're looking good down here. Good morning, it's Saturday. I got up and re-pressure washed this chimney and the gutters, and found one of the eaves that I had missed. And now I've actually come over here and done this side again, and now I'm actually starting on the fence. Each slat has to be done. So I'm just set the camera here and see what it picks up. You get the idea. It's going to take a while. Friday the 13th, started working again on the back fence, doing the pressure washing, and before I could do the pressure washing on this, down to the end, I'm having to clean up all the old pipes that were replaced when I did the fence, and just never seemed right to use the truck. Mom was always crazy about she had to do this and she had to do that, and didn't want to work with me being able to work around that. Alright, we're cleaning up here, going to the dump, I guess, for time number 8. Not sure what time it is, but I just finished loading up the truck to go to the dump and tied it down. And I've got this ready to be able to safely pressure wash along the fence all the way to the back. There are some parts that are like really bad, and then even worse. Okay, I just showed you how I was doing the fence, and I kind of thought maybe what I needed to do is to pressure wash these eaves so they have a few days to dry before Mark and Amy come over and paint them. So I went ahead and started pressure washing this side, and if you look, you can see what actually is up on the wall. Then I'm pressure washing away. That's already had one time with a pressure washer, so stuff kind of grows in there tight. Wish I had a microscope to look at the porosity on the vinyl siding. And this is the monster hydrangea and another plant that I'll be trimming up so I can get the eaves painted. Ongoing. Part of what we're going to do is to make it to where you can walk around this without tripping. I wore out both of my batteries, so while they're taking and recharging, I'm going to take and start pressure washing again. You can see I cleared this up back here, made it to where you got a pathway there. The window is visible, so you get more light in this little corner. Anyway, when those batteries charge up, we'll continue with this. Sprayed a little water down there, and you can see where I've uncovered rocks that are down below there. So the other thing is I went to spray over here and actually found out that there was bricks over here covering up and rocks as well. So yippee-ki-yay, Archaeology 1. It's Friday morning. I've already pressure washed the back side of the front fence, and I'm working my way around. You can see it's going to get pretty nasty, but it should make it look pretty nice when it's done. I'm up in the front of the garage now, and this one side of the garage, I've got to take apart this beam. I already took off the insulation down here that keeps the water from blowing inside, and now I've got a little trim, not a trim piece, but it basically brings it out to where it should be, and then the main support. So it'll be a while. I trimmed the hydrangea and some of the berry runners that are over there to kind of make it look a little better, and started pressure washing the front side of the fence. And if you look, you can tell how much shit actually is on it, and it does make it look better, so it's worth the time. Ongoing. I took and replaced that 2x6, a spacer board, and the outside flashing with the rubber grommet on it. So we're going to test it and see if the garage door will come down now. Guess I should have closed the garage when I did it, huh? So far, so good. Looks like it works. Got new lights up here. 2 new lights up here. The one light that turns on by itself didn't work, so we got to still get another one of those, and a third light over here, so they all match. Alright, it's Friday evening. I'm calling it a night, but today I got almost 3 of those trailers full of crap out of that corner of the yard. Got it pretty much beat down, and I pressure washed the outside of the gate, and then all the way on the inside around to right there. And I also trimmed the hydrangea, but I haven't raked it up yet, and I still got a little bit of work to do on whatever that evergreen stuff is that's coming through the fence midway up behind the apple tree. It makes a difference having it out of there. So that's where it's at. The deer were here early today, and I think that somebody walking by spooked them. Oh well, they've got plenty of apples out there. Haven't been over to the garden for a while. Time to harvest potatoes and eat some more tomatoes. Yay! This is the very first pumpkin I've ever grown. And it's the only one that came on this whole plant. There was one over here, but it just kind of disappeared. Still got lots of tomatoes, and they taste very good. And lastly, looking back the other way across the yard, little foghorn action going on behind me. I hope the color comes out on these roses. They are just absolutely beautiful. I trimmed the fern behind it, so next year, even though I won't be here, the rose will love it. Saturday, September 7th, I took and disconnected the garage door opener, a couple of guides on the left and right side, and dropped that panel down so we could do some repairs on it. Ongoing. I folded down the top of this door, and you can see where I have already been sanding for about an hour. And there's a little bit of a damage here. Thinking about JB welding that. But it's just taking time, a little bit of elbow grease. There's also supposed to be some kind of solution you put on there that neutralizes the rust that's left, because I'm not going to be able to get 100% of it. Most of them end up like this, where they started out to be like this, or even worse, like this over here. So, more later. Cleaning today. I pulled out the dryer and found that the hose had been disconnected for quite some time, and cleaned behind the water heater a big old pile of lint. It's about probably 1.5 gallons if you had a container like that. Wow, fire hazard.